Oh, hello there. I wanted to make this video to show you the great resources that Usborne do to help you help your child learn to read. So the first stage is pre-reading. Lots of children start picking up sounds and words when they're listening to stories. The Phonics Readers are a great set for these. It's a collection of 20 titles of stories that are bright picture books, and each one is a rhyming story based on a different phonic sound. This one's the ow sound for cow and down, and it helps children listen out for the different rhyming sounds within each word. This then helps raise their awareness of listening out for sounds in different words, ready for standing out and spelling and learning to read and write. So this box set is the Phonics Readers, and this contains 20 titles altogether. And there are other phonics box sets available too, so watch out for those coming soon. They include titles such as Goat in a Boat, Frog on a Log, Ted in a Red Bed, Crow in the Snow, etc. And then moving on, when children are 4 to 5, they start going to school, they start to read what they call Cvc words, consonant, vowel, consonant words, 3-letter short words that they can easily decode for themselves. They can then start moving on to our reading programme books such as this. So this is Piratepath. This is the first one in the level. And this is from my first reading library. A lot of our reading programme books are either sold in these box sets of reading libraries for $39.99 each per box, or they're sold in hardback books for usually about $5.99 each. This is Piratepath. This is the first one. Lots of these books also have notes for parents in them as well. So these books are lovely because it not only has the easy words for the children to read, but it has added interest and a shared reading experience because the adult reads the story as well. So it gives the story a little bit more interest and helps the child and the adult read together. Makes it a really lovely experience. So sit, Sam, sit on this page. So as the story progresses, the child just reads a little bit on each page, and then at the end they find the treasure. They also have comprehension quizzes and puzzles in the back, and notes for parents as well. So throughout the My First Reading Library set and the very first reading level, the books get gradually harder. So there's book 5 and I've got book 13 of the hardbacks. So let's have a look at book 13. So now there's less for the adult to read and more for the child to read. The words are still fairly simple, not too difficult, but they go up in stages throughout the box set. Got lovely bright illustrations, and still got the puzzles and the adult guidance in the back, and the answers to the puzzles too. So this box set includes lots of stories, lots of traditional tales and fairy tales as well. Dr. Foster Went to Gloucester is a very popular rhyme. This is then got a lot. The whole story is read by the child as they get a bit more confident reading, but it's a lovely picture book, and these also make great bedtime reading sort of stories for younger children as well. And then moving on, we've got My Reading Library. So this really is full of lots of traditional stories. King's Pudding, we've got Chicken Licken, Owl and the Pussycat, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and again these get harder and harder. And these are short stories that children can read and get lots of practice and really grow their confidence. There's lots of new techniques in there, such as speech and speech bubbles for them to read, like that. And also these are available in the hardback as well. In the hardback at the same level, we have some of the Poppy and Sam Farmyard Tales books as well. So these aren't available in the box sets, but they are graded within the programme. And then the harder level within the My Reading Library are these red ones. The red ones, red level is Usborne Young Reading Series 1 is also in the Usborne Reading Collection. The Reading Collection also has the Series 2 in there, and then the Usborne Reading Collection for Confident Readers has Series 2 and Series 3 in it. So it depends at what level your child is reading as to which box set I would recommend. In the Reading Collection and the end of the Reading Library, there are also some non-fiction books as well available. Story of the Olympics here. Really relevant, considering this is the Olympics being arranged for this year. So it's really nice book, and these are now short chapter books as well. Lots of interest, lots of information, as well as a storyline for them to follow. Lots of information in there. And then in the Usborne Reading Collection, you have lots of traditional stories that have been simplified, such as The Railway Children or The Invisible Man. There's Pride and Prejudice in there. There's lots of stories by famous British authors. Oliver Twist. There's some of them that aren't here as well are simplified Shakespeare stories as well. If your child doesn't particularly like reading fiction books all the time, it's also a great way of expanding their vocabulary is by reading non-fiction books. So we have the Usborne Beginners range. There's also Usborne Beginners Plus, which is slightly harder, and these are non-fiction information books packed full of information, illustrations, diagrams and photographs for children to read about all sorts of topics. Here I have rubbish and recycling. There's also living in space. There's also a whole range of animal titles, and I have the science box set and the animals box set available here as well. So overall, the reading library box sets are $34.99 each. The first three have 50 books in, so less than £1 per book. The Usborne Reading Collection is 40 books because they're slightly thicker. And then there's the science and the animals Usborne Beginners set as well. I hope you found this information useful. Please let me know if you'd like to purchase any of these books. Thank you. Bye-bye.